Hello and welcome to my Fist Only, No Vanquisher Seal, Company of Champions boss run. And this is the Rotten. And I decided to do the Rotten because it's fairly easy to get to him. You just have to buy a ring. And I'm not gonna spoil everything for the people who didn't play it yet, but you can get to the Rotten very easy. And if you ever want to know how fast you can do Rotten, it's kinda like really fast. You can do it almost at the beginning of the game. If you ever want to do, if you ever want to know how fast, I mean how you can get to him, just leave a comment asking for it, and if I have time I will upload a video. And the Rotten is not really difficult, and you will see why. Is because I fought this guy so many times that I got all the movements already that he does, and although I will get hit, I could safely do a no damage run if I wanted to. This was done kinda lazy. I was listening to music at the time, which I always do, and I let him get to me. So what you want to do is basically, if you're going to do him with a shield, just be careful, because if you run out of stamina with any enemy or him, he's hitting your shield, he will do a guard break. You will get stunned for a moment, and he can do massive damage, which is called counter attack damage, which improves the damage of you and your enemies. So he really damage your stamina a lot if you use a shield. So bosses like this and Fume Knight is not really recommendable to use a shield, and it's better just rolling. So take a look how am I rolling. I'm rolling towards him, always towards him. If you get your iframes right, you don't need to really roll in any direction specifically, but when he does that, you see, I always roll towards him. But I'm doing this because I have to manage my stamina. I have to punch him and at the same time roll. So I don't have any choice. Maybe you could roll to his back and punch him for more hits than I do. But I really don't have the stamina yet to do so. And I decided to do this because for me this boss is easy. He doesn't have that much of a change. When he hits the 50% health, he does a kind of explosion attack that you will see later, which is, I think, the explosion attack and the large stab attack that he does are the most that one, you see, that one have the most damage modifiers to your health. So you will get, in my case I will get almost dead. You see there, he hit me with one of his 3 attack, and I lost almost half of my health. Yeah, I think he will just kill you, but I'm going to get hit by the explosion attack and I don't die, so we'll see when we get there. So I wanted to specify a little things about my challenge boss run. I said already that I'm not going to do all the bosses. No, I didn't say that. What the fuck am I talking about? I said earlier that I was going to modify the bosses in the number of as you see, this is explosion. I rolled, but I burned in the ground. So now I'm going to say other thing that changed. That is, some of the bosses I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do some of the bosses, and here is why. They just take too much time. I mean, I'm going to do the major bosses, like the bosses you want to see as a Dark Souls 2 fan of. You want to see me doing, like, I don't know, Smelter, Belstad, let's see, Mitha maybe, the All Iron King, Nashandra of course, and well, I can't remember all of them, but the main ones that you would like to see, you will see them. But some bosses that have lots of minions, you will not see them. And here's why. It's a simple answer. It's too boring. It's really too boring to watch. I mean, I can ask you guys to watch a 9-minute, or I think the longest is a 20-minute fight that I had. That I'm not gonna say against what, but you'll see when I upload it. And I don't want. I guess I will give you a direct example of what happened. I was fighting Fresha, right? The spider. There is a spider, for those who don't know, that is called Freya or Fresha, and she has minions. Now, if you enter the battle unarmed, and you basically have to dodge the minions and hit the boss, and the boss is attacking you, of course, at the same time. So you really, and you can't, in Company of Champions, the spiders fucking hurt. They really hurt. So I can withstand 2 hits from a spider, and then I die. And there are a lot of spiders when you enter the arena. There are like I don't really remember. There are like 3 or 4 spiders. No, what am I saying? There's 6 or 7 spiders. Excuse me. At the same time, which is a fucking nightmare. So I have to dodge the spiders and then hit the boss and then dodge the boss and see where the spiders are, and maybe not hit the boss because the spiders are surrounding the boss, so I have to lure the spiders away from the boss and then come back to the boss, and really I can't hit him more than once or twice. So it's such a safe, I have to handle it in such a safe way that it's really a 40-minute, I'm not kidding, a 40-minute fight. And if I can reduce a 40-minute fight to like 20, I will upload it and record it, but at least at the moment it's a 50-minute fight. And unless I do it, I mean, unless I move on, because I have to move on, because she's a main boss, she's a boss that you have to kill to move on to later parts of the game. So unless I do it, I load up the save later and I try to do it at another time, she's not gonna be in the challenge, simply because she takes too much time. And let's be honest, guys, you don't want to watch a 40-minute video of me dodging spiders. Really, it's not a riveting video in any way. So yeah, that's the main reason why the videos will keep the numbers and will not match the boss route that you might take, and some bosses you might not even see. But trust me, the fun bosses, or the bosses that have a unique thing to them, you will see them. And as I stated earlier, I will do the DLCs also. I will also like to do Dragon Age Origins, but I will try to end this, at least end it for me, I mean, end the run, so I can upload it and start with Dragon, and I can upload maybe at the same time some Dragon Age Origins videos. We are at the last stages of the fight, and I rolled into his attacks all the time, and if you get the rolling perfectly, you will get the iframes and you will survive. So here it is, the Rotten Dead, and I will see you guys in part 6. So take care.